You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart. You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of
love. The face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my
heart. You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of God.
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are
God.
the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are
God.
the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of God.
ruh e khudayi.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face of
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the face of You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face
You
of
are
love.
the face of love.
You are the face of
You
love.
are the face of love.
I hold you in my
Hold you in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my
Hold you
heart.
in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of
You
God.
are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of God.
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the
God.
face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of God.
روح خدایی.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face of
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the
Good morning, and welcome to Spiritual Life Center, a church that love is building.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
On this second Sunday of Advent, we focus on the consciousness of peace. Let us pray. Dear God, we come together in praise and celebration of you. We know with absolute certainty that your kingdom reigns, and we ask your guidance in opening our hearts and minds to experience you more fully, to know you, to embrace your peace, to serve you. Your servant, Jesus Christ, made clear that thereby we shall come to experience your kingdom here on earth. For this and every other blessing that you shower upon us, we say thank you, God, in the name and through the power and in the nature of the Christ Spirit that lives within each one of us. And so it is. Amen.
I wish you peace when the cold winds blow, warmed by the fire's glow. I wish you comfort in the lonely time, and arms to hold you when you ache inside. I wish you hope when things are going bad, kind words when times are sad. I wish you shelter from the raging wind, cool waters at the fever's end. I wish you peace when times are hard, a light to guide you through the dark, and when storms are high and your dreams are low, I wish you the strength to let love grow. I wish you the strength to let love flow. I wish you peace when times are hard, a light to guide you through the dark, and when storms are high and your dreams are low, I wish you strength to let love grow. I wish you strength to let love flow. I wish you the strength to let love glow. I wish you the strength to let love go.
This week we focus on peace and what peace means to us in our life, and how do we reach that peace that we want to have more of. And there's one way that we can, and that is to become more at one with our God the Father. But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I have called you by name, and you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. For I am the Lord your God. You are precious in my sight and honored, and I love you. Dear God, create in me this day a desire to be a new person, to recreate myself, to be more of you. On this day, let me seek out a forgotten friend, to end a quarrel, to replace suspicion with trust. Inspire me this day to write a love letter or share some treasure, to give you a soft answer instead of a hard response. Change my heart, O God. Make me more like you. By my actions, help me today to encourage another person to manifest loyalty in word and deed, to keep their promises. Help me find the time to help another and give the gift of forgiving a grudge. Help me, dear God, to forgive a wrong, to be a better listener. Give me the words to apologize if I'm wrong, so I can try to understand others. Let me look at myself with a new clarity as I enter the time of solitude in the silence. And let me heal the broken places as I rest with you in the silence. As I prepare to go back into my day, help me, dear God, to appreciate everything and everyone around me. Help me to be kind, to be gentle, to laugh a little more, that I can step out of any complacency and freely express my gratitude and joy. Help me to remember to go to you, dear God, in prayer each day, so I can know your divine love and to manifest your divine love out of strength I received during my time of prayer and contemplation. Divine love, manifest yourself in me. The true Church of Christ is inside of me, so that wherever I go, I will be God's love in action. I will be kind to strangers. I will gladden the hearts of others. Help me wherever I go to show my love, to speak it, and to live it. These are simple things, but as I meditate on them in prayer, I realize that their powerful influence in my life and the life of others, that love is the truest celebration of life. There is a sudden stirring in my heart, and I hear the wild, sweet music of angel choirs. I pray as I realize that what is going on inside of myself, that I can take action to love my world and everyone in it. And now, let us join together as we sing and pray the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And Lord, haste the day when the faith shall be sight, the clouds be rolled back as I scroll. No pain shall be mine, for in death as in life, thou wilt whisper thy peace to my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul.
Nancy, thank you so much for your beautiful singing. This song, It Is Well With My Soul, demonstrates what is possible for someone who is grounded in a consciousness of peace. Horatio Stafford was a businessman and a family man who lived a century and a half ago. He was immersed in his spiritual life, was a dear friend of Dwight Moody, the evangelist. And he lived at the time of the Great Fire in Chicago. And his home and his business was destroyed in the midst of this. And so following this, he encouraged his wife to take their 4 daughters back to England to visit relatives. And she did so. But weeks later, he got the message that en route, the ship had sunk. And while his wife had been rescued, his 4 daughters perished. Well, he was devastated, of course, and he made his way back to England to his wife as soon as possible. And on the journey, when they were in the middle of the Atlantic, the captain came down and got him, brought him up on the deck and said, "This is the place where the ship went down and where your 4 daughters lost their lives." Well, Spafford was very moved. He went down into his cabin. He began to write. The message came to him. When peace like a river attendeth my way, and sorrows like sea billows flow, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to pray. It is well with my soul. And in the midst of his sorrow, his grieving, Horatio Spafford was able to come up with a message that has soothed the souls of countless millions since that time. When we embrace the Christian season of Advent, it can be life-changing. The word Advent means the coming into being of something momentous. And this something that is momentous is the wondrous awakening of the Christ Spirit in our life. We bring this about by committing ourselves during each of these 4 weeks of Advent to an attribute or behavior that will lead us to a fuller and deeper connection with our divine self. The first Sunday of Advent, we embraced hope, which is the earthly version of faith. Hope being the awareness that because God is in charge, you can live fully and abundantly, no matter what you might be dealing with. This second Sunday of Advent, we focus on peace. The Christian scholar J.B. Phillips observed that spiritually minded people exhibit 2 particular characteristics. The first is peace, which is that state of being when you are in connection with God. And the second is tranquility, an aspect of peace where your mind is free from disturbances and turmoil. Jesus often spoke about peace, and interestingly enough, the closer he came to the end of his earthly experience, the more he spoke about peace. In John 4:27, he states, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you." Now, right there, we know that something unexpected is coming because the life of Jesus was not outwardly peaceful. Now, some people believe that everything just fell into place for him, but Jesus suffered hardship and was subjected to rejection, ridicule, abandonment. So when he says, "My peace," it may seem puzzling. And sure enough, the next sentence is revealing. "Not as the world gives do I give to you." Oh, so Jesus is talking about something else. It's not about the absence of war or freedom from the hassles of everyday life. What is this peace Jesus talks of? For centuries, scholars wrestled with the answer to this because Jesus is talking about a whole new dimension of peace. Obviously, it's not about peace within the outer world. It has to be an inner peace. The answer is that Jesus got it. What is it that Jesus got? Jesus got God's message of how to live a fulfilling life effectively and abundantly. What he got, you too can get. And there is nothing more important you can get for Christmas. When I say Jesus got it, I mean at the very depths of his being. Jesus practiced something that is absolutely life-changing. And it goes beyond his spiritual beliefs and understandings. Certainly he grasped who he was, a spiritual being having an experience that is both human and divine. And he knew that God can do anything, and that he could be in total alignment with God, in absolute partnership with God. He got the truth that God was alive in him as the Christ self of him, the perfect self of him. All of this we know and understand and may be doing ourselves. But here's what Jesus got. That's something that took him to the mountaintop. He chose to allow God to live through him. Jesus set an intent to allow God to live his life, to express in him, to speak through him, to think and feel and relate and enjoy and totally live through him. He decided to be a channel through whom God might demonstrate. This is why he was able to say, when you see me, you have seen the Father. He eliminated any separation between himself and God. At this cherished time of Christmas, we in Unity give special focus to connecting with the Christ Spirit, the perfect self of us. When we do so, the peace that Jesus spoke of will be evident to you in the form of what we might call transformational moments. So this morning, we share with you 4 transformational moments. When you can be clear, you move from a state of disorder to one of peace and harmony. First, transformational moment. When you decide to move away from a state of mind dependent on outer circumstances and instead make a conscious decision to depend upon your inner guidance. Sometimes we gain an idea of what can work by considering what has not worked. Steve Jobs was a pioneer of the personal computer, instrumental in development of the iPhone. He died a decade ago of pancreatic cancer. At that time, he had a fortune of $7 billion. Now, in his final days, Jobs said, "In other eyes, my life is the essence of success. But aside from work, I have little joy. In the end, the wealth is just a fact of life to which I am accustomed." He went on, "I realize that all my recognition and wealth that I have is meaningless in the face of imminent death. You can hire someone to drive a car for you, to make money for you, but you cannot rent someone to carry a disease for you. There is one thing that cannot be found when it is lost: life." Now, we can be sure from that statement that Steve Jobs was identifying life as being only related to this earthly experience. But we can also be sure that his dismal outlook was about to change, because there is evidence that it did so. You see, his last 3 words before he passed on were, "Wow, wow, wow." He was about to get it. The second transformational moment, when you move beyond any need to have God provide what you personally desire, and instead seek primarily to be in partnership with God. There was a young divinity student by the name of Ted Shaw, who was born a century and a quarter ago and lived his life during the first 3/4 of the 20th century. Now, Ted Shaw was stricken with what turned out to be diphtheria, and it left him largely paralyzed. Now, he started into divinity school, and something deep within him, a voice called to him, telling him he needed to dance. To dance. Here I am, paralyzed. But he followed the guidance. He quit divinity school and began to dance. Slowly and miraculously, he not only regained the use of his legs, but went on to become one of the fathers of modern dance. Ted Shaw followed his guidance and was healed. The third transformational moment is when you understand that happiness comes not from what you can get out of life, but rather that what you can give to life. Back at the time of the Holocaust, in the Second World War, there is a monument within the Holocaust Memorial that talks about 2 young 6-year-olds, Issel and Gerda. And these 2 6-year-olds were imprisoned, along with many others, at Auschwitz concentration camp in Poland. Now, one of the 2 found a single raspberry. They were both starving. Now, what does that person do? Does he eat it, or does he share it? Well, the message comes through in the smile that is beaming on the face of this little 6-year-old, because they shared their raspberry with their friend. Imagine a world where your sole possession is one raspberry and you give it to someone you love. That's a transformational moment. Fourth transformational moment. When you make a choice to release any resentment, all resentment, and become an instrument of forgiveness. Lord Byron and Sir Walter Scott had a lot in common. Both were gifted writers and poets. Both lived in the United Kingdom, one in England, one in Scotland, but about the same time, 200 years ago. And both were lame. Now, Sir Walter Scott accepted his affliction, enjoyed his life. Lord Byron bitterly resented his physical condition, but he observed Sir Walter Scott and said in a note, "I would give my fame to have your happiness." The difference was that Sir Walter Scott was a strong spiritual believer, Lord Byron was not. Jesus demonstrated that it is possible to live with clarity, ease, and grace despite the difficulties around us. He showed that you can live above the conflict in harmony and serenity, always moving back into centeredness. You can allow the peace of God to fill you, to renew you, and restore you. There is a passage from chapter 13 of the text of A Course in Miracles. Please ignore the references to the male gender. It applies to men and women equally. And this passage refers to the peace of God and says that you can understand it now. It states the real world, meaning the world of God, is the way that leads you to remembrance of the one thing that is wholly true and wholly yours. This one thing is always yours, being the gift of God unto his Son. Your one reality was given you, and by it, God created you as one with him. You and I are created one with God. There is peace in that we can choose to accept and to feel so grateful for.
The Float into the mystery. Float into the mystery. Let go. Float. Float. Let go. Float. Let go. Float.
Well, we are so glad that you have been able to join us during this second week of Advent service. And we invite you now to join us in our prayer of sharing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we hope that you might be able to share of your blessings with the church financially. And if you are able to do so, there are three ways that you can give. The first is through online giving through our secure website, www.slctroy.com/give. The second is to mail a check to Spiritual Life Center, 41340 Fox Run Road, number 106, Novi, Michigan, 48377. And the third is to call with one-time charge or credit card information to my cell, which is 248-925-6214. And we would like to welcome anyone joining us for your first time and invite you to join our email list so that you can both maintain awareness of what's happening, the activities here at Spiritual Life Center, but also to receive a link every week that will make it easy for you to tune into the service. And remember, the services on YouTube are available not only at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, but throughout the week and beyond. So you can always go back to it. And if you just go into YouTube, go to SLC Troy, print out SLC Troy, and you will be led to all of our prior services in recent months. And if you go into this website, just go up into the upper right corner where it says join email list. And if you just click on that, you can provide your name and email address, and you will receive this information regularly. We want to support you if you have prayer requests, and we will forward these to our powerful prayer team of over 30 persons, and you would be absolutely amazed at what the outcomes are for people who are asking for prayer. And we will also forward these prayer requests on to Silent Unity, where they are prayed over for 30 days. You can send your prayer request to ronaldfscott@gmail.com. That's Ronald F as in Frank, Scott @gmail.com, or send these text them to me at 248-925-6214, or call them in. And if you want to connect with Silent Unity at any time, 24/7 during the week, you can do so and connect with a prayer chaplain who will talk to you and hear your prayers, support you in that. Their number is 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And we are looking forward to our church Christmas party this coming Friday, December 10th. We have 80 people who are coming. It's going to be a wonderful time. Now, you can attend, but if you want a meal, get to me by today, Sunday, December 5th, so that I can get this information to the chef at the dining room at the Management Education Center. Remember, the choices are filet mignon, chicken, salmon, and a vegan plant-based dish. It's going to be great entertainment, going to be a lot of fun. And if you want to come, just give me a call. Let me know by the end of today, Sunday, and you would be most welcome to attend. We're going to be spread out, masked, and have a great old time. Next Sunday is the third Sunday of Advent, when the message will be once again provided by Reverend Martha Creek. Powerful message, sure to be. And we invite you to plan ahead for the SLC Christmas Eve service, which will be inspiring, filled with a lot of wonderful music and a message, meditation, scripture. It will be at 5 p.m. Friday, December 24th. And it will be virtual, which means it will be on YouTube, and you can watch it at 5 o'clock or later that day or in days beyond. Finally, we want to invite you to our Zoom coffee hour immediately following the service, and you will have been provided an email with a link to this. If not, contact us and we'll get that information to you. And now let's join together in our peace song and benediction. God bless.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now as you go forth, know that the light of God surrounds you, the love of God enfolds you.
The Lord bless thee and keep thee.
The power of God protects you.
The Lord make his face to shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee.
The presence of God watches over you.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and grant thee peace.
Wherever you are, God is.
Amen. Amen.
Go your way rejoicing. All is truly well.